recipient of the honor, but clearly all of you are superstars, all of you are winners, and you can't hear that enough, and you need to hear it more often. And I'm here to say thank you all for all that you do to contribute to our kids and to our communities. So it's nice to have a chance to say that to you in person. Keep up the good work, please. As was mentioned, I am a proud graduate of the Mount Diablo School District schools, and a proud parent here. My father came to this country a long time ago, and not without a lot of resources, but with real determination to be successful. My mother was part of a pretty typical African-American family of her era, a family that started in the South and moved west in the pursuit of new opportunities and hopes and dreams for their family. When my parents got together, they, of course, like all parents, made it their life's work to create opportunities for my sister and I, the kinds of opportunities that they could never have had for themselves, but as we parents, it's all about helping them go to the next level. And that's what they did. My father got a job at Levi Strauss in San Francisco, and they looked all over the Bay Area for the place that they wanted to raise their two kids. And for them, the determining factor, really the only factor, was where could they go that would provide my sister and I with the best educational opportunity possible, because that's the pathway, that's the gateway to success. And they chose the Mount Diablo School District. And it was a good choice. My sister and I, yeah, it was. My sister and I went on to school, went on to college, went on to successful careers. My sister went on to be a teacher. I chose a somewhat more questionable path and went into politics. I had the great opportunity to work after going to Cal for Senator Barbara Bachner, go Bears. Go to work for Senator Barbara Bachner, a wonderful leader for California and in our country. It taught me the importance and the dynamics of politics, critical importance of government and public service, and that has stuck with me ever since. I had the great opportunity to go on into the private sector, and I went to work in the mobile phone industry, and saw the incredible innovations and the incredible technology that is the evolution of the mobile phone business. It is fundamentally changing the way we do business, the way we communicate, the way we interact with one another. Our lives have been totally transformed in a very short period of time by the amazing innovation associated with that industry. I worked in and around the Silicon Valley and saw the incredible economic growth associated with that type of innovation and that technology. And I also saw firsthand, was part of the globalization of our economy. So if you think about those types of technologies and these types of transformations, it's remarkable to see where we're headed. I also maintained a love for the community and for public service. I was fortunate enough, as was mentioned, to get elected to the Walnut Creek City Council, a chance to serve locally. And I also wanted to use that position of leadership as a chance to impact not only the city, but to try to impact the region as a whole. And I channeled energy in working alongside many of you to try to support efforts in the district. One particular effort was I decided to lead the effort to pass Measure C in this district. And I believed then, thank you, I believed then and I believe now that it's an enormous opportunity for this district to invest resources in the types of facilities and the types of infrastructure and the type of learning environment that is worthy of the 21st century global economy that we're in. We have to have the capacity, and we have to have the places where you all can do the great work that you do to enable our kids to get the training and the tools that they need to go forth and compete in this global economy that we're in. And so I think it was that understanding of the blend and the necessary fusion of public service and business and understanding where we want to go that I suppose caught the attention of Governor Brown. And I, of course, am very honored to have been asked by him to lead his Office of Business and Economic Development. It is a great job, and it's happening at a great time, because I have enormous respect and regard for Governor Brown and for the leadership that he's bringing. And California is once again rising. We are on a new ascendancy, and it's very exciting to be part of it. So in my role now, I get to travel the state, I travel the country somewhat, and I've even traveled around the world as part of this job, and I've gotten a fuller and deeper appreciation for the enormous capacity that we have here in our state. Businesses want to be here. They want to grow here. And I ask them, why is that? Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to grow here? What are the benefits of being in California? And always, one of the first responses that I get from them is because of the quality of the talent pool that exists in this state. The schools that you all are teaching in, the universities and community colleges and the training programs that we work on in the state are producing a talent pool that business leaders from all over the world want to avail themselves of because they believe so much in what we do here. So while, as others have said, while there's so many reasons to doubt and so many reasons to be concerned, I can tell you that from the vantage point of being part of the global economy, California's reputation is tremendous, and you all every day contribute to that through your work. And it's exciting to be part of it. I also know that California's economy is driven by innovation. If there's anything that differentiates us as a state in terms of our economy, is that we are the hotbed, we are the center of global innovation, not just national, but global innovation. The R&D capacity that we produce out of our universities, our national laboratories, the inventions and the innovations are different than any other place on the planet. And it's well recognized and it's well regarded. So we invest a lot of time and energy in supporting that innovation-driven economy. As I mentioned, I had the opportunity as part of this job recently. Some of you may know that we went to China. Governor Brown led a trade mission. We took over 100 people, 80 business leaders and staff. We went over to China and we saw things that were incredible. The growth that is happening. You talk about a society, a country that is on a remarkable ascendancy. And China is that. It's astounding to see the scale and the impact of the growth that is happening. But when we were there, again, it was remarkable to have them demonstrate their incredible belief in California, their admiration for who we are. As their society emerges and evolves, they want to learn from us. They want to try to emulate the things that we've been able to do in terms of our success. They know that as their country transforms at the pace and the scale that it's happening, they must avail themselves of the greatest minds, the greatest technologies on the planet to allow them to go through the transformation that's underway. And they look to California for that inspiration and for those resources. So it's amazing what's happening. You think about fundamental things in our lives that are being driven by innovation and that are changing. I talked about telecommunications, right? When I started in the mobile phone business way back in the Stone Ages in the mid-90s, right, I was selling pagers. And